welcome back, everybody. I'm JB.
And I'm Gail.
And you're tuned into the Sneakee Bastards. It's a Monday morning here, August 26, 2024, going into the election cycle. And we got some big news along with the day in history. So take it away, Gail.
Well, congratulations to the Lake Mary Little League baseball team.
Oh, yeah.
Now, they won the national championship, and it was like 27 years ago in the Apopka Blue Darters. They went, but they didn't win.
Oh, by the way, everybody, we're located here in Central Florida. That's why we're congratulating Lake Mary.
Yeah, because that's a pretty big deal to win the international.
Yeah, congrats, guys. Did good work. I like the bunt. That was great.
Yeah, all righty.
What else you got?
This day in history, 1920, the 19th Amendment giving women the right to vote was adopted. In 1939, the first televised Major League Baseball game was put on. And in 1978,
good year.
Grease movie soundtrack earns its first #1 hit. No, second #1 hit, yeah.
I don't think I've seen that movie all the way through.
Grease? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Pop, pop, a loo, zoom, bang, boom.
Nah, that was about when Rocky Horror Picture Show came out, and that's pretty much where I spent my weekends.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's some big news happening. You got anything else, or is that it?
Did you want to break that news?
Or you want to break that news?
Go for it.
No, you go for it. It's Monday. I'm in a bad mood. By the way, folks, I'm wearing these headsets this morning because I managed to rip out a wire to my speakers here in the studio. You know, typical Monday. So unfortunately, I got to wear these things so I can hear what Gail's saying. So ignore these things and enjoy the content. That's the whole idea, right? So what happened this weekend? You said some big news happened.
Yeah, in France, they arrested the guy that was the founder and CEO of Telegram because the United States government wanted the source code for the program, and he said, hey, it's secure. You can't make it secure
if you give it a back door.
And like you said, and I say, the truth is not going to set you free. The truth is going to put you in jail. And they're going to try and get Elon next.
Yeah, this is what it looks like. I mean, a lot of governments really don't like free speech. And the way they tried to explain it is hate speech, you know, and misinformation.
To our democracy.
Yeah, they got to save democracy. You know, that hope and joy has to have censorship in order to work. So, this is just an attempt to go after Elon. Europe is really pissed at Elon, especially the UK. So, you know, when they use lawfare, you know, it's getting out of hand.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, if they're going after Telegram, by the way, just I'll be honest here, I use Telegram. There's a couple channels on there that I get some news from, and also, you know, it's like x.com, you know, Facebook, you know, you go there and check and try to find the news. So I do use it. But if they're going after him for not, you know, they're actually saying that he's helping to spread misinformation and hate speech, and he's not doing enough to crack down on it on Telegram.
Well, not only that, they say that there's trafficking, there's illegal activities, and yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, I mean, what program doesn't have that? You know, what social program probably doesn't have some of that crap going on? It all does. That's why you have to put up with free speech. The thing I like about free speech is I want the people that I don't agree with, I want them to talk as much as they can and freely and openly. You know, of course, not as long as they're breaking the law by threatening somebody. But if they have hate speech or whatever, I want them to say it as much as they can. because that way I know who to stay away from. You know, when they try to hide it, when you try to hide what you're talking about, or the government tries to, you know, stop certain kinds of speech, that puts them underground, makes them, I think, more dangerous. I think we need them out in the open so people know who to stay away from. I mean, that's my thoughts on it. I want more free speech.
You're creating a bigger black market.
Exactly. You know, anytime you crack down on something like cigarettes, when they raise the taxes on it and they try to crack down on it, you get more of a black market, and that happens. It's the same with free speech. You know, when you try to crack down on it, you're putting all the bad guys, you're hiding them, you're putting them in the dark, and that just makes it worse. You don't know what's going on.
You're talking about the free speech and stuff like that. Do you remember that old Sylvester Stallone movie, Demolition Man?
Yeah.
And they had like a bidet thing, and he wanted to use toilet paper, so he cussed at the machine that kept sticking out.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
So he had paper to wipe his butt.
You know, it's just,
that's the world they think they can have.
you know, if they really want to
work.
Yeah, if you really want to crack down on bad speech or whatever, there was a great tweet on, or I guess it's a great post now on X.com, and I'll put it up on the screen here. But, you know, a lot of people are saying that maybe what we ought to do is go after the CEO of Big Pens.
Yeah,
because a lot of notes and a lot of ideas are written down with Big Pen, and just look at all the misinformation that's written by Big Pen. I mean, even Jake Tapper probably uses that for notes, and look at all the misinformation he puts on the airwaves. You know, I think we ought to go after the CEO of Big Pens. And maybe the keyboard manufacturers. Maybe we can go after Bill Gates. You know, for
I think the manufacturers of silverware, we should go after them because spoons make you fat.
Yeah, that too. Oh, it's just a crazy world, you know. It's that hope and joy. Hope and joy.
Yeah, I don't think there's any hope for it. Because here's what they're gonna screw around. Well, I'm still, what we talked about the other day about the 28%, that still sticks in my craw. And there's another thing that they're kicking around, is they're going to try and get rid of inheritance.
Taxing it 100%.
Yeah, no, take it and I'll give you $10,000.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's it. You know, it's not your money. You know, don't get that idea. Don't get the idea that all that labor you put in and your paychecks and all that is yours. That's a myth. You know.
The only way you probably could do anything is if you had an LLC trust where you could check out before you died and leave the business to somebody else.
Yeah, I mean, that's what the rich people do. They create trust, so they get around it. You know, it's the farmers and the family business that gets hit the most. And matter of fact, that's why they're matter of fact, there was I saw an article in Australia. We're getting close here, but let's see if I can put it in here real quick. There was a case that went to their Supreme Court. There was a lady that ran a dating app that was for just women only. You know?
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
And some transgender dude pretending to be a female got on there, and I guess the app knocked her off or took her off, deleted her account because she really wasn't a woman. You know, that's what, again, here we go with the women thing. But the Supreme Court said, yes, that was illegal for the owner of the app to delete the account because the transgender really feels like she's a woman, so she has every right to be on that app. And what this ruling means is just a way they're going after the small business. They want to do away with small business. And, you know, of course you have a right to not have certain speech in your house. If you invite somebody to your house and they start talking about crap you don't want to hear, you have every right to kick them out. But it's different if you own a private business. All of a sudden, if you own a private business, it's not private anymore. It's not like your house. They say, you know, if you're inviting the public in, then you have to invite everybody in, and that's just hogwash. I mean, if I ran a small store and all the thugs keep coming in and stealing from me, I have every right to make sure those thugs don't come back in, but not in their thinking. They're thinking everybody, you can't discriminate against anybody in private business, and that's just hogwash. That's not the free market, and that just makes everything worse. So, it happened in Australia where they can force you, like they did here, to force a baker to make a certain cake. And that's tyranny. You should have every right to kick out any customer you don't like. So it's just another way of getting rid of small business. Yeah.
Well, thought just crossed my mind. How far would they carry that? I've been to a lot of convenience stores that said no children allowed in the store without an adult.
Yep. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Hope and joy will bring us hope and joy.
Yeah. Maybe the 19th Amendment shouldn't have got passed. But anyway.
I'm not going there. We might bring that up in another show, because I'd like to bring up on voting. At one time, you had to be a landowner in order to vote.
You had to have skin in the game.
Had to have skin in the game. Maybe we got to do a show on that. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Let's have skin in the game. And, because just another little hint here, what may become, or what we may talk about, is I think it's a conflict of interest for anybody receiving government money, like welfare or whatever. They shouldn't really be allowed to vote, because isn't that a conflict of interest? You're going to vote for the person that gives you whatever free stuff you can get. But that's a different story. We'll bring that up probably tomorrow. We'll see.
All righty.
All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. And again, if you like this content, we'd love it if you'd like it. Maybe comment and share. Again, I'm JD.
And I'm Gail.
And thank you for listening to the Sneakee Bastards, and we'll see you pretty soon on the other side. Yeah, all my settings changed. All my mic settings changed. The OBS program, when I go to put the show together, it changed. Yeah, I see it.
Really good. Not picking up my hand. I have to be like touching your head for it to go. Pretty cool.
Did you feel the power?
Oh my, you needed something like that.
All right.